A good father is one of the most unsung, unpraised, unnoticed, and yet one of the most valuable assets in our society. Bridgeport is known for its program Fathers for Life, which equips fathers and mothers with the proper tools to mend relationships with each other in order to create a better atmosphere for their children. Let's take a moment and hear from the staff and parents that passionately believe in Fathers for Life.
Well, Fathers for Life is a program that provides non-custodial fathers and custodial fathers. We also service women with an opportunity to deal with their issues of reconnecting with their children. We provide all sorts of assistance to them, both in-house and also in terms of referring them to different services in the community.
I am responsible for reaching providers, reaching our participants, members of the community, hosting workshops, just an overall gamut of responsibilities. We have many folks that come through here seeking several services. This can include case management, such as finding housing. Maybe it is to file motions with the court for visitation or child support modifications. We also help folks with resume, cover letters, job search skills. We're able to refer folks to different programs here in our organization to be able to sharpen their skills to not only become ready for the workforce or the workplace, but also to be present in their children's lives.
If a client comes in for case management, we'd come in, discuss what's going on. If they have a certain issue, we'll try and tackle it. Say they have paperwork they need to complete, we'll get out the paperwork, explain it to them, fill it out, go over it. If it's something else, if we're working on job searches, we'll construct a resume, we'll get them on the computers, have them do some job searches. It definitely varies by the client and what their goal is, but for case management, it's definitely getting them in, trying to assess that goal for the day and getting that done.
So the Fathers for Life are connected to the reentry programs if they have had any type of issue with the law. But we also connect them to opportunities for training, be it the new technology, getting a GED, being proficient in the skills that they need in order to be able to find employment. There are other situations in which the parent might find themselves without, possibly because we deal with a very large population of people that are really poor. So we have a place here for them to get some food if necessary. We also have a closet, Stephanie's Closet, and if they need an outfit for an interview, we also provide that free of charge, and the women can go to Dress for Success. So why I'm mentioning these programs, if they need to get into a program, let's say further education in terms of how job readiness, they can go into the BPA program if they are on parole, but if they can also go into Strive, which is a more intensive program of teaching people skills, how to deal and how to better prepare themselves for the workforce.
When I became a parent, I was 14. I was very young. I didn't know what to do with myself. I lived a little tough life with my mom. I was in my grandma's house. I didn't tell no one. I literally didn't tell nobody. I was turning 5 months, and I was like literally sucking my stomach in. This dress, and I liked it so much, but I was so scared because I knew everyone would see my stomach. And I went to my grandma's house, and my grandma was one person that I miss and adore so much. Like, she was a graceful woman. And I went to my kitchen, to her kitchen actually. Everybody kind of knew something because I was sleeping so much. And she rubbed my stomach and she told me in Spanish, "Tú no eres la primera ni la última. You were not the first nor the last. Let it go." And that made me understand just to be the best mom that I can. So I let it go, and I had my first son, who's 17 now. He was born 1998. I wanted something to love. I didn't have love in my life, so he was that love that God has blessed me with.
So the biggest problem that we came across was that there are shelters for women with children and not many for single fathers. And so that was the problem that we were coming across. And so, but the emergency was that I was living somewhere where they needed their space back. And, we overstayed our welcome, so to speak. And so we had to be out. And so that's where the Fatherhood Initiative came into place, where, he just started making calls and trying to make things happen. It didn't happen right away. We had to stay in a hotel with me and my children for about a month. And then because of all those calls that the Fatherhood program made, we were put on lists, just everywhere. And so this one day I decided, I remember when I went to the Fatherhood Initiative, they called this one place. And so, you know what? Let me call. And because of the Fatherhood, Initiative entering, I gotta slow down and think about all these other places. I gotta check on these places. And I called this one place, and it was like a relief because they had an opening. And so me and my children were gonna have a place to stay for the holidays, that we could call our own. And at that point I was like, you know what, I have to do something more for the program, as far as being more interactive with it, because this program had opened up my eyes to these programs. If I didn't come to the Fatherhood program, I wouldn't have known the places to call back.
And coming to Fathers for Life was definitely an enlightening experience. I felt like I was able to share with a lot of people. Hopefully a lot of people learn from my mistakes, but everyone needs help, and then when I did get here, I realized that there are a lot of lessons that I didn't know. And one of them was how with the co-parenting, how you have to be willing and able to want to co-parent with the other person. If one person is unwilling, then it's never going to work, because that person's never going to listen to what the other one has to say.
A father means many things to many different people.
Motivation.
Future.
Life.
Empowerment.
Love. Priceless.
Inspiration.
But ultimately, a father is present.